What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ascending Baseline. Hot off the heels of the tournament, we got Division 2, Week 3 coming up. I think we're going to have some pretty good games. Sevron is playing against No Heatwave. And Sevron came in pretty clutch last week. Got a solid win against the other team that is arguably maybe the best team in the league. So they were hyped. I was talking to Sylvanik earlier, and he said that he was a little surprised that they won in the way that they did. So, got to have some confidence there as these teams are going to get ready to jump into this game momentarily. But we are going to be playing on King of the Hill Recharge for our first game. So, a nice rotation heavy type of game they're going to have to play, which will really, kind of show us which team is more on top of their game at the moment and who can, kind of get in the groove faster. Because, as with most leagues, it's like this team isn't, the staple team that they play with all the time. So everybody's going to have to kind of adapt to each other pretty quickly on the fly. I'm excited to see what these teams are going to be able to pull off on the map. Hopefully some exciting shock rifle action, maybe a good camo push. And it looks like we are jumping into it. Hopefully you guys are all having fun. And don't forget to peep the Discord if you want to get involved in leagues and stuff like this. I'll drop a link for you there. And you can find yourself on the stream as well in one of these matches someday if you click on that link. But we are going to jump into this match. King of the Hill Recharge. I'm wondering what our opening strats are going to be. If everybody's going to go wide and, maybe give up a free camo. I feel like sometimes people get a little too caught up in the positioning and then they'll accidentally leave an opening for a guy to just run straight at camo. I've seen it happen quite a few times recently. Hopefully they'll be on point. I would expect, though, in Division 2, they've probably got someone to plan, as these are pretty solid players. Looks like Grizz is going to push up right away with Bios. Takes a little bit of team damage and is able to fly off of the box. Runs into two as it looks like Bump and Tox immediately going for that camo. Doveside is able to get down there, but was taken out by Bump and Scatter. And the opening so far going pretty even between both teams. 2 kills on each side, but looks like Bios does have that shock rifle. It's a perfect kill for the reversal. This is going to give them gold control, which is what you want to have on this first hill. He's trying to find someone, but there's a player next to him. He doesn't see him right away and is going to get taken down as the shots come through. Now Dubside locking down the hill. Sylvanik trying to get a position over here in white to do whatever he can. He does spot out Grizz, and with Dissector being back there too, it looks like the pinch is going to be in, and they're going to have decent position over there. Sylvanik is able to get the pick early on onto Arctic, which is just going to slow them down even more, and he now has like this backline control where I feel like if he can get another pick here, this first hill, they could be making a good case for it, but he runs into a couple players a little too aware that he's there, and they are going to take him down. Dissector, meanwhile, backing up as much time as he can. He tries to get the peek shots, but the grenade coming in from Grizz is going to be good. That's going to take him out. Tox on the stairs in a bit of a fight with Arctic, but Arctic ends up on top of that one. Tox not quite ready for it as Sylvanik gets caught out a little bit. He's trying to escape, and so far it looks like he does a good job of getting out. He slides through, and Grizz was still trying to find him, and so now you heard Sylvanik's footsteps on the other side. I think Grizz is in a good spot, especially if he doesn't get spotted out here, but he is spending a lot of time. So it's like, if you're going to spend this much time on a flanking play, you really got to make it count. Otherwise, you could be putting your team in a bad spot. And he makes it count by taking out Sylvanik. Good shots on the Tox, but Tox is going to win that one out. And still not a lot of hill time for either team. It feels like, they've been kind of scrapping it up a bit. Trying to, get that map positioning as the hill is going to go down again. Blouse tries to push out, but is unable to get there. Now with Bump being the last one up, he's trying to stop that camo, but it looks like it's Bios, I think. Was able to back him up and secure the camo for his team. Bump's trying to help his teammate out, but things are looking kind of tough as he is going to get pinched by Dubside. They do trade him out. Grizz still has that camo. Looks like he's trying to find Dissector. Gets good damage here. Has the jump. Is able to take him down. And now if he can escape with this camo, there's multiple players kind of looking for him. He's trying his best to survive. He sees Sylvanik. Is he going to be able to take him out? He does. And I love the patience that he was able to escape. Get decent damage. He's going to try to grapple out, but that grenade might be a problem for him. No way. He lives and takes out Tox as well. Dude, Grizz is on fire right now. He's doing all the damage that he needs to, and he's able to escape pretty well. Spots out Sylvanik on the push right away. Him and Arctic both in the hill, and once again using the grapple well to escape. got to call out that there's a player over here. Great shots, but he is going to get taken out as the double team comes through. They've almost locked in this first hill. Is Bump trying to put that damage across the map. Dubside is going to try to take out Dissector, but he's not going to be able to. Bump saves Dissector by killing Bios as well. And now the push is coming in. 3 go down. Grizz the last one up. Bump challenges him. More than likely just to slow him down so he couldn't push the hill. And they're going to lock in that first one. Tox, meanwhile, gets caught by somebody in the corner. He's trying to stay alive. He goes to the sneaky box. That could be a good spot, especially with Dissector in the back picking up the perfect kill. I don't know if he knows there's another player there, but it looks like he is going to be able to get out. And now finds Arctic chilling on the bottom mid. He's in a tough spot with Grizz shooting at him, but he might get some help here pretty soon. Looks like the nade does come through and take him out. And considering the situation they're in, I kind of want to jump into a listen-in real quick with no heat wave and see what the comms are sounding like and how they're going to come back into this game.
It's 3 dead, 3 dead. One above you.
Yeah, he's last. I think I burnt the camera. No, it's still down, it's still down.
I'll take it out, just play out, play out.
I got it.
Watch the control push. Okay. I'm watching bat ledge.
Mangler one
Push
shot.
up on him, Mangler.
Top white.
Wait. Top white, will you keep dropping? Bottom white, two white, they're going behind.
Next to you right now.
Good.
Try white, Tox.
One's front, triple attack, 2 front, triple. Live.
C-Stairs.
Sisters.
Just hold it back, we can hold it back. We win the hill, so.
Shot behind you.
Yeah, another one.
Flat.
Next to you, shot.
You see pot?
Nice.
Dead right now.
I have
Weak.
grapple, I have grapple. Oh, it didn't work.
Go back there, probably.
Yeah. He's there.
Looking.
Responding at Mangler.
You're good, I got your back. Nice.
Bottom 8 half.
2 bottom A.
Okay, that. Top A, last picture. Shot top A.
I'm pushing bottom A.
3 in A. Got 1.
3 weak, one's top gold cross.
Oh,
Oh, dude, I didn't get a melee.
I got 3.
Last one gold, I think. Savonic.
Yeah, he's on
He's
there.
in now.
Careful.
Challenge choke, weak.
Bottom A.
See, that's there. He's gold heavy. Gold heavy.
Last.
Needle
Where'd he go?
bro.
Top road.
Top last week.
I hear you.
One's last. One
Yeah,
long.
got it.
One's called Nando or something.
Alrighty, we're back in that listen, and overall, I feel like those comms are sounding pretty good. You know, they're definitely getting the talk in there that they need to, and making sure to calm about, you know, when people are going to be sneaking up behind him and stuff. Get that extra warning in. Like, Grizz trying to get this hill, but Sevron has good A control right now, and as long as they can keep somebody back there, they should be in a pretty good spot. A couple players going down. It looks like they're trying to make their move to start getting some hill time. Sylvanik is in it, but I think the other players have already left A, so that is kind of leaving it open, and you can see Sylvanik knows that as he's watching just to make sure nobody spawns over an elevator. Meanwhile, Bios trying to get some nades in there. Sylvanik doing good peak shot damage. Gets taken kind of low, but is able to stay alive and still keep an angle to watch, which is very nice for the squad. It's like Bios trying to push through, doesn't get there. Grizz made the jump, though. He might be okay, but the teamwork is there, and they close out this the third hill there, making a quick work of it. I feel like they basically only had 2 controls and just managed to get it there the entire way. Sector's going to try to move through bottom white here. Finds Arctic, who he had already seen, and is going to leave him for Bump. Like, Bump is going to be able to catch that kill. Now he's moving his way up into this overhang top white area, just trying to see if he can get any cross damage. All the players were kind of over on long haul. I think maybe he does know that as he's starting to move towards that side of the map. He's going to find Bios here, gets decent shots on him, trying to chase him down on triple stack. Meanwhile, Bios actually able to pick a kill during that engagement. Oh no, he didn't see the player jumping out, but he does have teamwork here, where he has Tox to help him out. He is going to go down. Grizz able to reprioritize his targets there nice and quickly. Dubside comes in for the cleanup. And now we're seeing a bit of control going over to no heat wave, as they are able to start getting some kill time. Like, we do have Sylvanik trying to stay alive, but he's taken low from the crossfire, quickly getting into this top A area. And it looks like he is going to try to push across. Still doesn't quite know where the enemy is. Finds Dub side, gets in low, but is also traded pretty low himself, so he has to back down for now. Not really trying to rush it too much, it looks like, because they know that the hill isn't moving too quickly, so they have some time as long as nobody gets picks. And it looks like Tox is going to get one. Dissector cleans up Sylvanic's damage, and this is good for them. They got 2 down. And with Grizz being on the other side of the map, things could be problematic, especially with Sylvanik getting that pick and staying alive. That's so big. And he got the information on where they're going to be. Notice they're at like this gold ledge area. Arctic is taking low. Sylvanik's just trying to get as much damage as he can. But now he's the one that's one shot. Looks like the pinch is in. Dissector picks up one. He's staying alive behind that box for so long. And Tox able to come to his rescue, clean him up. There's only 30 seconds left, and they're trying to just time out this hill. It's been a very scrappy game so far. Where nobody's really had like that full nice control, but with the advantage in Severon's hands, I think they're in a good spot. 15 seconds left. Tox wins his fight, and they're just gonna have to watch for like one more push, which will most likely be a desperate one as Grizz gets a little bit of damage. Arctic has to push through the grenade. Unfortunately, he's taken down to one shot, so he's probably not gonna get to the hill. It looks like more grenades are coming through on the top. Grizz gets in there, but it's not gonna be enough, and that's gonna be time. First game going over to Severon, and yeah, they're looking pretty good. They're looking a little solid, you know, kind of like a run back from last week where they were able to beat out Grippy Sock Security. So the team definitely looking pretty nice. And I felt like just looking at the stats from it, like everybody was certainly participating. We saw a lot of kills going back and forth. Definitely a nice even stat line. The assist numbers are looking fantastic, actually. Having, what's that, 28, 32 assists is pretty big, especially when you compare it to 23. Like, that is it's almost a 10 assist difference, which makes sense when you look at the kills, but still, you love to see it. It means the teams are working out pretty well. And Dissector, though, going off 18 with 10 assists is pretty big. Sylvanik had 9 assists, Bump 9 assists. Yeah, the team's looking good. And I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to do in our next match as we get into those shots fired. Pretty decent shots fired. Bump was actually shooting a lot, which I kind of expect from him. He plays his life well. You know, if he takes any damage, he usually just backs up and then gets a new angle. So certainly in there. And the damage looking pretty even from their squad also. You know, everybody's in that like 4K range on Sylvanik, doing kind of what you expect, bumping it up by about $1,000. But we are going to jump into our next match. It's going to be Slayer Aquarius. This one can get a little chaotic, especially if you start getting spawn cycled and stuff. You know, it can be tough to find your footing. So I think that Noah Heatwave is going to have to control the pace of this game if they want to kind of bring back the series here. They are definitely down 1, and I would say that Severon is more than likely the favored team right now. I think that they're in contention for that top 2 spot. Technically, they are the number 1 team score-wise, but it's pretty close between them and the second team. It's like Dissector kind of slow rolling it over to Pink. He was hoping someone would push, probably trying to avoid the grenades, but unfortunately one does catch him, and Dub side went through the bottom P1 opening, which is a little, you know, a little unorthodox. You don't usually expect that. Well, Tox picks up 2, gets that camo. He's not going to be able to pop it as he goes down. We're tied up 3-3. Dissector just kind of trying to watch for the camo, but it looks like Bios already grabbed it and is starting to move around. They've spotted him out for now, so he's trying to get away, but unfortunately, Sylvanik's gonna spot him, and the nade comes through. At first, I was like, that's such a huge turn, being able to sneak the kill after so much damage went through, but the grenade was good, so Camo gets traded out, and both teams kind of on even footing here. Dissector still trying to find an angle, and I feel like you could tell by the way that he's looking around that they weren't exactly sure where the other team was. They tried to get a safe angle. Does a lot of damage to Arctic, and then picks up the clean on Bios as the collapse is coming through. Looks like Sylvanik is going to find another one as Tox takes Dubside down on P1 and is able to get out. So a bit of a lead coming in for Severon. They're certainly looking pretty nice at the moment. Like Grizz trying to get up to our Pink 2 control. See if he can get some crossfire. Finds a low Sylvanik. Dubside's going to try to get in there, but Dissector's already going to be waiting for him, so he's going to go down. Now Grizz is trying to move across. Let's see what he can do with Sylvanik. Already got the shields back. Grizz hits good shots, but not good enough as Sylvanik ends up winning out on that pip. Looks like Bios is trying to find him, but goes the wrong way. Didn't know he lost the coin flip on if he ran outdoor or if he went down to car 1. Staying alive for now. He's taking pretty low. Sees Sylvanik, and he is going to end up cleaning that up, so the play does eventually work out for him on the low ground. Gets good shots on the Bump. That should be a decent kill for his team, but Bump able to trade 2 out while being one-shot. It's so big right there. Bios answering back. It's a 2-kill lead for Severon at the moment. And I think we're going to jump into a listen-in real quick with Severon and see how they're sounding coming off of their win.
They have camo.
I spawned with you.
Alright, spawn flag.
P2 is weak. And the nades. Camo's P2. And our P-door. Weak. Yellow P-door.
P2
Yellow
weak.
P-door is just sitting there. Yellow P-door is still one shot.
Look for it.
Yep.
He's still one shot. Yellow flag. Yellow flag dead.
They're gonna spawn. blue.
They're still P. They're still P. One has to be yellow P. Yellow fridge. Dead. Two dead.
I
Two
got one
dead.
P.
I think he went flag. He's
Yellow.
gen bridge
Blue
now.
window. Blue window.
There's two blue gen. Two blue gen. I got damage. I think there's three
I got-
blue
I got
util. I got damage.
One's bottom. One's one shot.
Oh, gen bridge. One shots. Not even showing. They're all in the base. One shot.
Fridge. Blue fridge weak. Blue fridge door one shot.
Shrooms. Blue shrooms.
P1. Two P1.
P1's one shot.
Blue gen. Blue gen one.
He's one shot still in the gen. Last guy was P1.
Look at P1.
Way to victory.
Blue util.
Yeah.
You guys blue, yeah?
I'm watching car 2. One's out of car 2 weak.
Car 3 weak. He dropped car 2.
He's just sitting there.
There's two car 2. Two car 2. Trying to
Car
pick
one
Just
above.
there.
P1. P1. I got one shot P1 and two blue court.
Bottom mid.
Two blue court. Two blue court.
I killed bottom mid.
One more blue table.
One more blue court.
Going P1.
Camel's up. Camel's up.
Yeah, he's P2 on it.
I got shots. He's one shot dropping yellow. It's gonna be yellow
Yeah, he's
table.
yellow car jump. I'm resetting. Let's just kill the P guys.
I traded
Camo's
the-
car somewhere.
Yeah.
Kill you.
I spawned yellow you. They're all over P. P2.
Camo car 3.
P2 has weak. Starting.
One shot car 3. 2 there. Your P. 2 your P. Camo's blue gen. No more camo. Blue
Coming in,
gen
he's
bridge.
behind me.
Your Peter now. Your one more Peter. 5 Peter. One more. He's going for it.
Shrooms. Done.
Close.
Window.
3v2. Last guy's P2.
He's coming.
You guys here.
One more fridge. One more fridge. I did not get to be done. He's blue fridge.
You guys are
Blue.
both weak.
One's
Fire.
court.
Alrighty, we're back not listening, and I gotta say they sound calm and collected. You know, just getting that business out there and not really stressing too much. A couple people were in some pretty stressful situations, but we're able to keep it together. It looks like they got a bit of an advantage. 5 kills, kind of opening up. It was back and forth almost that entire listening. I think it was like a 1 or 2 kill game most of that time, but they're starting to get that opening that they want, and at the most dangerous part in a Slayer match where they've got a 7-kill lead coming into the end.
Enemy
Real
team
quick,
nearing
huge shout out to Dipsetic. Thanks for the 16 months, big supporter. Always good to see you in the chat, buddy. But we do got Arctic locking it down back blue right now, seeing what he can find. He doesn't have that much information. I think he knows somebody might be in fridge, or at the very least, he seems wary about it. As Bios is kind of stuck in gen with another player. Tox is gonna find one. The shots come through. Dissector's there, but Bios is able to kill him. He's still trapped here, and he is kind of low. Tox has made his way into the back and is able to take out Grizz as well, so the base kind of being broken. And I feel like the pressure's just on for Heathen right now. They're trying to make sure that they can, you know, stay alive in this game, but they're playing so cautiously, just trapped in the base, you know, trying to limit those deaths, but it's also limiting the positions that they're able to get on the map right now. Arctic taken pretty low here. The nade is going to come through, and I like that play out of Sylvanik. You know, making sure he just didn't take any unnecessary damage there. Hit the nade to stop the retreat, and then just kind of waited for it. He's now going to push up here on the yellow brick. Is able to hit the perfect shots. Gets one. Dump side his son. Throws the grenade, and Sylvanik almost gets out. I cannot believe that grenade bounced into him. Just 1 kill left. Tox is looking for it. He knows Arctic is low. Gets the shots, and he's going to take him out. And Severon are going to go up 2-0 in this best of 5 tonight. Just one more to close it out, and they're looking solid. They're definitely looking pretty strong because, like, again, even in all of that chaotic middle part of the game where it was back and forth, you didn't hear, it didn't sound like it was a close game in their comms. Like, they were very clean, just nice business, making it work. But yeah, huge game. Tox popping off with 16 kills. We got Sylvanik and Bump both having 9 assists as well. And you know, assists looking pretty good. It kind of looks like they might have been down a few assists this time. So the team shot's definitely there for Heatwave. They just need to maybe lock it in a little bit better. Like I think that they're helping each other well, but they're not controlling the positions of the map that they need to for that to be like the deciding factor. Is maybe what's going on. We'll have to see. But Severon got to be feeling good right now. They just need one more to lock it out. And we are going to be going into a Strongholds live fire, which I feel like that is one of the most like controllable maps. Like you have options when you need to get out of a bad situation. And then you also have options for like how to control the map once you actually have it. So like once you have it locked in, it's like the lanes are pretty reasonable to watch. So like overall I expect to see a nice clean game coming out of these teams. I would expect a big push for the snipe. It seems like teams have been favoring trying to strong side the snipe, but we did see in the tournament earlier today, I think it was a 4-man B push, just kind of came out of nowhere and didn't quite end up working out, but it certainly caught them off guard. So we'll have to see if these teams decide to get a little mixy with the start of it. But I'm excited. I definitely love seeing that sniper action, especially on live fire. There's so many good slides and stuff like that that you can use to get around the map, so you can be really mobile. The repulse can get you into some sneaky positions as well. Looks like we should be starting up pretty soon. Hopefully you guys are having a good Sunday. And again, if you're new to the stream, perhaps you've not been around before, I'll tell you a little bit about us. We're Sending Baseline. It's a gaming and fitness community for all skill levels to encourage its members to ascend their own baseline, not only in gaming and health and fitness too, but yeah, we've got lots of game nights and stuff. We have our leagues, which is what we're watching right now, tournaments, which what we had earlier today, prize pools and stuff for that. There's a lot of other stuff going on. Like you can get coaching from pro players like Sylvanic and Suspector. You can also, we do matchmaking Mondays. So if you've ever wanted to play with Suspector and you subscribe to the Discord, you can actually get a shot to get in the lobby. You usually do it in hour-long blocks. So you just sign up for that if you're a subscriber and you're able to play some matchmaking with it. There's Free For All Fridays has been another fun thing that we're doing. So you can come in. There's a quick little tournament to try and, see how your free-for-all skills are. And Goober is a regular there. So if you ever wanted to play against Goober, who's one of the best FFA players out there, you'll get your shot. And Spectre plays in those as well pretty frequently. He was the FFA champion at Arlington, pretty sure. So, a lot of fun stuff, a lot of stiff competition. Definitely a good time. It looks like we are finally loading up into this game. Strongholds on live fire. Probably my favorite game type and map, I think. It's hard to say. I like most of live fire, what live fire's got for us, but I think I especially like this one because it's like, it is objective, but you don't have to like really just like sit on an objective. You get to express yourself a little bit more and kind of wander the map. And I think that makes it a little bit more fun. But yeah, we're looking for Heatwave to try to answer back because they are down 2-0 right now. And what feels like a very difficult match. I mean, this Severon team is very strong. It looks like we got Dissector. Immediately goes out towards Big Door, sees multiple players, and decides to back up for now. The slaying advantage kind of not going as their team's way as Arctic gets the snipe and tries the repeat, which almost worked because Dissector happened to look away, thinking that he wouldn't be coming back, and a bit of an advantage coming out for no Heatwave as they were able to get that snipe and Cat B during this. Dissector's trying to get out here for the camo. It looks like Sylvanic was able to get a hold of that sniper. Hits one in the body and then catches the assassination. Camo goes over to Dissector, and things are looking great for Severon right now. They have all the tools that they really need. The team shot is in, and if Sylvanic can just get a couple of picks with that sniper, they should be able to explode this map. Bios was able to pick up a kill bottom mid, which is kind of surprising. I did not feel like that was an advantageous fight, but now that Dissector has spotted Dubside, he's trying to get behind him, doesn't want to take any free damage, and he is going to get there for the back smack. I love that he didn't get impatient and just like start shooting and swing, because you never know if it's going to end up trading you out. Unfortunately, his camo runs out, but luckily for him, Arctic was kind of just passing by and ended up dropping down. So he is able to capture B, and now he's here to fight Grizz. Good shots. Grizz is taken down to one shot. Dissector catches another one, keeping him low. Grizz is trying to finesse as best he can, but he is going to go down. Meanwhile, Tox being a nuisance over here on the C side of the map as they're holding the CB hold, which insider information maybe. Suspector, I believe, thinks that this is the stronger setup because he likes the tower control, which was kind of a surprise. I thought most people were big fans of holding A and B, but tower control is nice, and Tox is doing his best with it as he gets a lot of damage, takes down Arctic, picked up the assist as well. They're in a great controlling position of the map right now, as he's just going to make his way back up the tower and be a bit of a nuisance, you know, causing problems for the side of Heatwave. The shots are coming in, and he manages to see that multiple people are pushing up. I love that he backs down. Relatively safe from the nades. It's hard to get a nade onto that back area. He's going to get good damage on the dub side. He's going to take him out. Great damage on Arctic as well. Arctic is forced bottom mid. It looks like Sylvanic might be thinking about pushing that. Arctic is trying to get out. And I think he is going to get away for now, but he's going to have to be careful if he pushes because Dissector's waiting for him in the corner. They haven't pushed out for a while, and he doesn't see it. Dissector going to get great damage, catches the backsnack, and you got to feel for him because he looked over there like he did check. He just didn't think that Dissector was all the way back in the corner. Meanwhile, a couple go down, and Sylvanic not quite able to get that camo. Dubside coming out on top, which is a bit surprising considering they had 3 down at the moment, but I guess Sylvanic was the only person kind of trying to make a move over towards that camo. Unfortunately, Dubside gets spotted out immediately by Sylvanic, who I would expect to have some of the better camo eyes. And oh no, they know he's there. He tries to pop the nade, but it's going to go wide. It looks like Dubside is going to get taken down. Considering their dire situation, I think we're going to jump into a listen-in with Heatwave and see what they've got, what they've got in store for us as they try to come back in this final game for them.
3 shots on.
Done. Cap it, cap it.
Trying to.
One shot as well.
Training weak.
Training killed me.
He went back green on that set.
Just one
That's
mud.
mud.
Mud still. Mud in same base.
Stay back, stay back, stay back. Stay
White wall.
back.
White wall to B. Some ass.
He's still there.
He's in the hole. He's in the hole.
Light side. Light side's weak.
One pillar.
Pillar third.
Pillar's one shot.
Training.
Pillar's absolutely going bottom.
Top mid. Top mid, one shot. Nice.
Okay.
Try and flip C.
Ooh, Nest on.
I
Doing
spawn here.
this, one sniping bridge.
Nest and Dice already.
Dice.
Dice.
Got one of them.
Dice weak.
He's one. Nice.
Good.
Bunch of bags. Bags, big door.
Back B. Back B hiding.
2 pushing A. Good C.
Check E Dissector.
I got shots.
Watch out.
Big door, pillars.
I trolled.
One's on nest
back.
already.
Nest still.
Bottom nest hurt.
Sword.
He's weak.
Window.
Small door.
Window behind me on the dummy there.
Small door again.
Fading it.
That's the window.
One shot fucking window. One shot window. He's outside. Nice.
Camo coming up.
Like E just camping.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm trying to help you. Nice. Good one.
Top mid.
Top mid.
I made it.
Nice.
2 on camo.
You're gonna spawn A. Yeah.
Enemy team score.
1 in A.
He's small door. Small door.
Weak in A.
That's on all.
It's like there are shots and screens with camo.
Jail A plat.
Shot.
Dice.
C plat weak. Sylvanic.
Good last.
Just try and look forever. Spawn A.
Enemy team score.
I spawned
Damn.
camo.
Didn't do anything.
Right side. Dark side.
Enemy team scoring.
Training. To nest.
Nest hurt and then Sylvanic's still on C.
Scoring.
I'm just getting fucked up.
Got suck.
That's really
And
unfortunate.
bags.
Another one back B and big door.
Somewhere around us.
Big door hurt.
Alrighty, we are back in that listening, and like they don't sound like they're down and out. This game is kind of slowly getting away from them. As I feel like Sevron has just been locking in these points for so long. They're just constantly scoring. And have not really given up too much control. We've got Sylvanik with that sniper top C right now. B does eventually flip, but there is a fight for it as Dissector is going to end up getting taken down by Dub side. So it's a much needed break from the side of no heat wave. Sylvanik's trying to stay alive, and he manages to catch a shot onto Grizz. Hits the headshot onto Arctic. He's doing so much damage right now. Will he be able to clean it up? He gets one. Upside's low. He's going to pick up the triple kill with that snipe as he moves in, looking to see what he can find. It looks like Bump was able to pick up that last kill, and Sylvanik going to lock in a triple cap for the squad. 21 kills, hits the body onto Arctic, and he is just flowing through the map right now on this huge rotation. The man is insane. Picks up another one. Good shots on the Grizz, and you can tell right now he's confident. Like, not backing up when Grizz was able to get some shots is so big. Gets the damage onto Dub. Dub tries to slide out. He's not going to get there. The help is potentially in. No way. Oh, he almost got a backsack as Grizz was looking the wrong way for a second. Only 2 more points to go. Looks like Bump is trying to make sure nobody can get to B, and Savron are going to come out dominant in Division 2 today. Just looking clean, you know, definitely not really missing a beat in any of those games. And again, kind of what I would expect, considering that, like, they are a very strong roster. When you look at the overall Division 2 standings, it's like Savron and Grippy Socks are looking really, really tough, and they're the teams to beat. So if you're on the other teams, you gotta figure something out. You know, maybe watch the VODs back, see what they're doing to come up with a plan. Huge shout out to Angel Beauty for the subscription, 4 months. Thanks for being here. And yeah, no, the teams are looking great. I'd love to take a peek at some of those stats real quick, just for a second, because I feel like I just want to know what Sylvanik's damage was. Like, pulling 20 kills in that lobby is insane. He's just an absolute beast out there. I think the next closest was like 11 kills or something like that. So definitely looking pretty good. But if you were watching that and you're wondering to yourself, like, man, I want to get a play with or against Sylvanik, how do I get involved in this kind of stuff? Well, you should check out !Discord. But yeah, 24 kills is crazy. Look at that compared to everybody else in the lobby. Sylvanik wanted to get out of there and go play League of Legends. He's in bronze. Everybody pray for him. It's going to be tough out there. But yeah, 24 kills is crazy. But while I got you here, why don't we go ahead and rip !Discord, so you can get a link to the Discord to find out what AB is all about. Oh yeah, dude, a clean like 2.5k higher than everybody else. Sylvanik's an animal. And if you want to play with Sylvanik, why don't you click that Discord link and get involved with Ascending Baseline. Ascending Baseline's a gaming and fitness community for all skill levels to encourage and support members to ascend their own baseline, not only in gaming, but their health and fitness too. We've gotten active looking for group. I think there's usually like 3 or 4 lobbies going on almost every night. I'm sure there's going to be some going on tonight as well. If you're trying to find people to grind ranked with, you'll be able to. We got monthly tournaments with prize pools. We just finished up a draft tournament earlier today that had, I think we had 10 teams signed up, so pretty good showing. And we have our AB League, which is what we were just watching, Ascending Baseline League Division 2. There are 4 total divisions, and they're separated by like CSR cap stuff. So no matter where you fall on the skill tree, you'll be able to find a league to play in that'll be nice and competitive and fun. There's also our Pandemonium League, which is a draft league. So it's a little crazier. You don't know who your team is until usually the day before, sometimes day of, for the first week of that division. And then the teams end up getting picked out and you go into those matches. So always a good time there. All the tournaments, leagues, and events are casted and streamed right here on the Ascending Baseline channel. So you could have an opportunity to be up there getting triple kills like Sylvanik, or being part of Sylvanik's triple kills, and I'll be screaming about it. Got detailed player tracking stats for most of our tournaments and leagues. So if you're just trying to see, maybe whether or not you've improved, you can check that out. Maybe you're trying to flex on your friends and be like, oh, hey, this season I've been kind of crushing. You can always do that with those stats. So join the Discord with !Discord. Check us out on Twitter and follow us there with !Twitter for all the latest news and updates about what's going on in Ascending Baseline. And if you get tired sometimes like me, maybe you're not a morning person, check out Coffee Brand Coffee. And if you use code Ascend, you'll get a fantastic 5% off. And every purchase helps support Ascending Baseline and let us do things like these tournaments and streams and stuff. So certainly check out all of that stuff. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. I was Beetle Crisp, and we had Naughty Angel on the Observer. So GG's, everyone.